So let us start with the Power BI service. So once you log into your email organization, maybe if you are using a free trial, you can get a free trial by using Microsoft's E3, and you can go for Navi Pro also. Once you get a email organization, you can sign in here. So you can set up an account here. You can click on Power BI service where you will be exploring more details here. So let me click on Power BI service. You will be redirected to app.powerbi.com. So this is nothing but your Power BI service. It will ask you to for signing up. So let me sign in using my company's email address. Yeah. So this is your Power BI service, and I have a Power BI premium version actually. So it will wish you a very good afternoon. If you are opening it in the morning, it will give you very good morning message, and it will give you few of the reports. You can see this reports or dashboards. Now what are these? We are going to see that in detail. So you can see getting started with Power BI and explore this data story. Explore this data story. You can see introduction to Power BI and the sports ranked and so on. There are reports done by. And if I open my workspace, so let me tell you about these icons on the left side. Here you have an home page. Here you can create new dashboards and new reports here. And here you can browse. These are data hub, and this is your metrics. Here you can create an apps, and this is a deployment pipelines, and you can open the documentation from here, and this is your workspace. So once you click on the workspace here, whatever workspace you are going to create, that you can see it here. So what are workspace? So workspace are nothing but it is like a folder, or it is like a container where you are saving your reports. For example, let me explain you in a very simple or layman's language what do you mean by workspace. So workspaces are like a container, or it like a folders. Okay. Suppose if there is a sales team in our organization, so I want to create a reports which are related to sales. So I will create a workspace called a sales workspace, and all my sales team will publish the report in the sales workspace. If someone is from marketing, I'll create a marketing folder or a marketing workspace where you can publish all your reports regarding marketing in this marketing. This can be one scenario. Second scenario is, suppose if I am working on the multiple clients, or I'm working on multiple projects. So one company might be ABC, some company might be XYZ, and so on. So I can create workspaces according to the companies or clients requirement. So let me create the workspace. So click on the create workspace. So it will ask you for the workspace name. So let me create a workspace called a first workspace, or you can call first demo test, any workspace. You can give a description that, so this workspace is for demo purpose. Okay, you can give any description. Like if you are giving a sales name, then you can give anything related to description related to sales. So let me click on save. That's it. So your first workspace will be created here. So this is already one workspace that was created by the organization, and this is the first workspace, and there is nothing inside this. So let us add one or two reports from the Power BI desktop to the Power BI service in this workspace called named as first. So let me go back to my Power BI desktop. Now let me load, or let me take a financial sample data set. I'll be doing it from the very beginning. uh, So I'm taking a simple sample dataset from Microsoft itself, like financial dataset. I'll be loading a financial sample. You have one table, financial table. Let me take this and click on load the data, because the data is already a clean and structured one, and all the data types are already correctly assigned, and the headers are also assigned. So now let us see what happens if we publish the report. Now there is no report actually, so let me create 2 3 visuals and 1 or 2 pages report, and then I'll publish that into our Power BI service. Okay, yeah, all 700 rows have been loaded. And so I'll show you why I have taken or why I have picked this. I'll tell you that also. Just give me some time, because there is only one table, that is your fact table here. Yeah, we can see a financial table here, and there are lot many columns here. You can go and see the data modeling section. You have only one table, that is your fact table, and you have a data view here, and inside the data view you can see all the columns, and you can see the data also, like a segment and country, product, and so on. So let me create one visual, one or two visuals in page one. So let me take a sales amount with the country wise sales. So here you can, yeah, just give me a second. So it is showing you the clustered one. So let me take a country into the axis. Yeah, now you can see this is the sum of the sales amount by country. We have seen all about the how to format this visual and everything. So I'll not waste much time there. So let me take a profit with the product wise profit. Yeah, so this is product wise profit. Let me take one of the pie chart somewhere here, and let me talk about the segment with the units sold. Yeah, this looks good. Now let me take a one card visual somewhere here, and I should highlight what is the total profit. So I have picked this data set from the Microsoft itself, guys. So no need to check where the data is coming from. So let me take one. Okay, let me take a new page. So I'll give this name as overview page. Let me take one more page, and I'll take say that it is all related to sales amount. So let me take a table with the sales amount and with the product. Let me take product first and then sales later on. So this sales amount will be filtered with the help of product. You can increase the size of the font later on. Let me take one slicer here, and I'll put this slicer with the date wise. And I want like I personally like taking it into the data hierarchy, so that I can pick the month, year, day, quarter from here. You can drill down here also, like you can see 2013's detail, and then if you open this, you can see quarter 2, quarter 1 to 4, and all those details. Let me take date wise one more chart, date wise profit in a line chart. Okay, line chart. So your profit is increasing from 2013 to 14. You can get a drill down option. So if you just drill down, so you can see at the October 2014 I have the highest sale. And let me take a card in this page also. So here I should show what is the profit. Okay, so this is sales come profit, or oh, I have taken profit there. Let me take a sales price. So this is my total sale amount. Okay, no, actually let me take this sales. Yeah, it is 118.73 million. Now it looks good. Let me save the report. So let me just save this. I'm using Control S, or you can go and save it. I'll save it in my PC. I'll save it as this is service. Okay, first let me put service and save it. So once I save it, now once I log in, I'll get an option called publish. So just see, once you hover your cursor, it shows that publish this report online in the Power BI service. So I'll click on publish. Now you can see what happens. Once you click on publish, it will ask you, hey, where do you want to save this? Do you want to save in the workspace called everyone, or in the first? So if you remember, just now we have created one workspace called a first workspace. So I want to create, or I want to save my report in the first workspace. So just click on that and select and wait for a couple of seconds. You will your Power BI report. So this is called a report which has multiple pages, that is publishing to the Power BI service. You got a success and a green tick, which means that your report has been published. You can open Power BI service from here also, or I have already opened it. So let me come here. Now you can see at what time, at what date and what second your report has been published. Now you need to be very careful. Once your report is been published to a Power BI service, you get two things here. You get two things. First is your report, second is your data set. So you need to remember, whenever you are publishing your report to Power BI service, you get two things. One is report, second is dataset. So we'll see in detail what do you mean by these. So let me go back again to my workspace, or let me click on this workspace. Let me go to the first, and now you can see you got report and dataset. So if I click on service, you click on service, that is your report page, report, you will see exactly what we saw in our Power BI desktop. There we had pages on the downside. Here we can see pages on the left side, overview page and the sales page. So we got exactly the same thing what we were seeing it in our Power BI desktop. But you feel that where is your visualization pane, where is your fields pane, like what we used to see in our Power BI desktop. You can see that once you click on a edit option there. Yeah, so you can click edit option. Once we will going to explore all those things. Yeah, once you click on edit option, now you can see that this whole thing is your Power BI desktop. You can see visualization, you can see fields, you can see the filter pane, you can see the pages. And if you feel like, can I build a visuals on this? Yeah, obviously you can build. You can start creating a new page and you can start building a report also. So let me take a tree map here. Let me take a sales amount with the country. You can build all the visuals here. Now you can see this tree map will show you, like if the sales is highest on that country, it will have the highest rectangle and so on. Okay, so you can build the visuals. Now if I want to show you the difference between Power BI service with Power BI desktop, here you need to check. So now if I want to create a measure, for example, I want to create what is the sum of the sales, or I want to check what is my previous month sales, what is my previous year sale, YTD, QTD, any of the thing. So if I click on this more options button here, I cannot see any other options. But whereas when I go to Power BI desktop and when I try to click on this, you can see there are so many options. You can go for new measure, new column, quick measure. You can do lot of things here, but in Power BI service you cannot, or you do not get an option to create a new measure, new column. And you will be surprised to see there is no data view and a model view also. You can see you cannot see these two things. There is only a report view and you can see only this page till here. So you can only play with these visuals, you can only do formatting. You cannot do any of the things which are above here. You cannot do what if parameter, you cannot go and have an advanced, obviously you can have a visuals here, but you cannot have a new table, new column and all those things in Power BI service in a report view. Okay, so this is all about the report. So if you have changed it, you can just click on save here, save this report. So just click on save this report. The report has been saved. So let me go back again. So go to workspace, go to my first workspace, and now whatever changes we have done, that is taken place in this report view. You can see this report and you remember the symbol also. The report symbol is showing in this way. Now you will be surprised to see now then what is data set. So let us click and explore more on the data set. So if I click on the data set, you can see it is showing you all the columns here inside a financial table. And if you have, like, all the tables are shown here, and inside the table all the columns are shown in this financial column. And inside the data set, it is asking you there's one report here. Yeah, there is a report inside a data set, and you can click on create a report here. So when I click on create a report, so there is an option called auto create, and there is an option called start from scratch. So what do you mean by data set? So data set is, to explain you in a simple language, data set is nothing but which has all the fields inside your Power BI desktop. It contains all the columns, it contains new measures, new column, new table, all that can be seen in your data set. Okay, so if anyone like want to create a report starting from scratch, they can come to dataset and then they can create a new report starting from scratch. Let me click on starting from scratch. Now you got a completely new canvas, and there are no visuals created here, and there are all the table like we have only one table, but whatever tables we publish, we get all the tables and we get all the columns. So this is your data set. So to understand in a simple language again, so let me come to Power BI desktop. So this, whatever report we have built, if we publish, we get, okay, let me clear it again. So if we publish, we get two things. One is report and second is data set. So what is report? In report, it has all pages report with visuals, with visuals. But in dataset, you do not get any visuals. Dataset, there is no report, or I mean no visuals. Okay, so dataset will consist of, what does dataset consist of? It consists of all tables, in tables, all columns, in after columns, it consists of all new measures and new columns also, new columns and new measures. Now you might ask like why we have a data set. So what we generally do, we build up a model, we build up a DAX calculations, we create everything here and then we publish it, and we build the visualization in a Power BI service. You can do that. So yeah, so now you can start building a report in Power BI service starting from scratch. But if you remember, you have an option there in Power BI service in dataset. You can see in dataset, you got an option like auto create a report. You can see create a report. You got an option like auto create. So what does this option do? So this is an advanced or a AI feature. So when you click on this, Power BI service automatically applies some artificial intelligence and it will create a report for you depending upon the data. So let me click on this auto create and let us wait for few minutes, maybe few seconds, and automatically a report will be generated for you. You can see your report is ready and you can see the report. Yeah, you can see beautifully. We haven't done anything, so Power BI automatically created, and Power BI has created some measures also. You can see this, they have measured the count of rows and all those things. So they have created only one page report. You can see the report is showing you units sold by product, some of the discounts, and these are the sum of the units sold, sum of discounts, and so on. It is creating a smart narrative also. So you can save this, or if you want you can just edit this also. So let me save this report and I'll give a name called, this is auto create. Okay, auto create, it is automatically created. Let me write auto only and just save it. So now what we have done, we have created one more report in the Power BI service. So if I come to my Power BI workspace in Power BI service, if I come to my workspace first, you will be seeing two reports and one data set. You can see this, you will be seeing two reports and one data set. So this data set, this report was from our Power BI desktop, and this report is what we have created from this dataset. Let me open one more report in my Power BI desktop. Now I am opening one more report in the Power BI desktop. Let me remove some of the pages from here. Okay, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages in this report. The report name is report demo. So let me click on publish now. So once I click on publish, so you have to sign in for this. So first you need to save the report, and then it will publish. It will ask you for which workspace do you want to publish. So I want to, or I wish to publish in the first workspace only. So let me click OK. So this report will be published in the Power BI service. So let us wait for a few seconds, and when you open Power BI service, you may get two things. One is report demo report, and second is your data set. You can see this. So if I open report, the name itself is report demo. You can see your all pages here. So you can see all 5 6 pages. So this is an overview page, this is an pie page, this is an maps and tooltip page, and so on. You can see your entire report on this. If you feel like editing, you can just click on edit and start editing this. Okay, so let me go back to my workspace, and you can go and check the dataset. So in dataset is nothing but it is having the collection of all the data that you import from the Power BI desktop. It is collection of all the data. So you can like create a report from this data set also. You can start creating from the scratch, and you can go for auto create also. So this was all about the data set and report in Power BI service.